Through middle, spike on the back of SUYGETSU. JonahP here with the stun, thinking about using it, pulls the pistol out instead, and it's in his best interest to fight just inches away as marteen threads himself through the garage. Leaf spotted, classic in hand, flank coming through from Aves late in C. Still the timing yet to be taken. Trent the one that opens the scoring. Oh, and he'll follow it up with a shock dart there as well. Flat in the end as Elite gets one back. It's just so back and forth. Finally, G2 put that.
Standing ahead.
And as we come into the execute, all the utility runs in, but marteen is just going to slide right into a stun, and it's just a couple of rounds from KC. Drone manages to spot out some sort of utility towards that C site, and
well, the trap was placed, but not quite for the cross. Leaf cannot capitalize. jawgemo re-clearing out through mid. Where G2 struggled against Foot was where they weren't able to effectively manage garage control, and now aggression wagered against them. KC pulling the levers of attack. marteen at the charge, right in the forefront. jawgemo gets one back on the ult, but still, Elite keeps KC's nose in front.
And no follow-up there to trade off of that death of jawgemo, and it's just a case of whether or not they recognize this position from marteen, and it's Trent that is going to take him down.
A ticking time bomb, playing on borrowed time in many senses. Now Elite has to try and bail them out. He will do his best, and is
happy to put this pressure towards garage, and they're going to get punished for it.
Brilliant from Elite, though, to flip that on its head. One from valyn in the corner. Didn't get checked after the drone. With the hat off his head. Now they should know. Two towards backside, one playing from graffiti. That's Trent. He goes down, all onto jawgemo. He's been so good before, and he will continue to do so. Elite, the last one left. He started the round well, but now he's got to tie it all back up together. No loose ends left with 25 seconds on the clock. Jonah from the same corner, which lost the round for G2 yesterday, will be
G2 Esports this round to have a look, but it is going to be marteen that answers back.
Dropped down to 10 HP once those heavy shields had softened the blow. Seen a lot of teams running the Outlaw so far today. Still in vogue. KC just with a tap towards B. It's a longer rotation for G2 towards the C side of the map, so valyn is forced to stand tall once again. He'll take the first, the head of the snake, the paranoia to delay it a little longer, and now a smoke to set up. Backside control under the G2 banner. Trent catches saadhak in the crossfires. Finally, the IGL will drop in the backside, but the numbers have arrived. They're starting to get cut down to size. Karmine Corp with the kills that they needed, and it's Aves that mops up.
Yeah, this is looking fairly impossible for Trent to come back into this one.
Oh, I love this setup. The cam is just over the shoulder. The paranoia is going to drop in perfect. Cages go up. That blocks the right side. He's now been spotted, though. It's just electricity everywhere you look. A thunderstorm on the C site. KC, paint it blue.
Spike planted.
All on the high gear and the pages. What can he find? The point man to this present. It is another split take through. marteen whips around C-Link and has G2 on a leash. Spike's gonna go down, and coming back into the retake with the op with no kills yet picked up is a very real difficulty for them now. The flash goes behind the head of marteen, still knocking on the door, but he finally gets delivered bad news. Shorty still posted up as that split at the start has a continuation in post. saadhak with the next, twice the number KC. jawgemo is adding to his death toll. But when all is said and done, it falls upon Trent now to give them anything else in this round, to leave them with half a chance. The spike is simply tapped. As time ticks away, he'll get
30 seconds left on the clock, Hazza. I mean, KC, they really need to up the ante on this round, and it's going to be a bloodbath in garage so far.
marteen opens up yet again. Into the trap goes saadhak, but As he falls, the rest hold up their end of the bargain. 13 seconds, time running low. KC needing to get the spike down, and Jaw, you already know, getting ready to slide back in when the time is right, looking for his window. Ult comes through, Aves guards, oh my lord, Trent! The shock and the tap through the wall, a 1 versus 1 with SUYGETSU on the other side. Needing to keep his composure, he creeps closer. Trent now looking for a chance. The jump up, but the seasons and it's worked out. Now KC corralled into the Cypher setup.
Camera taken out.
And we're getting to a similar time on the board again, Hazza, that we've seen on that previous round. But it is going to be the Rolling Thunder committed both ways, which is going to stop KC from being able to get anything done on this site.
Everybody's stunned, but Leaf has managed to break away from that now. Neural Theft coming in, Aves on the flash, but Leaf is already past this. Cornering Logs, getting ready for the fight, but he takes it to SUYGETSU and can't win out. 10 seconds left, and that spike needing to hit the deck once more. Already, jawgemo's right in the midst of things, and with the short... Class is in session. The school of jawgemo with the Neon. Nice little setup from KC, but they can't bite onto it, and marteen can't. You've Uno reverse carded the exact issue that was pitted against you moments prior. jawgemo still going, but he is in support this time. Bleach flashes traded. Still, no one really wants to show their face. KC, the roles have reversed. They're on the other side of the smoke, and the spike can go down.
I mean, the map has completely flipped at this point, Hazza.
In the corner, like you say, the aftershock has him gone, and with that, G2 cut back down to size. It's even in the man count now.
And because of all that presence that was shown on the flank, G2 are well aware of this. Of course, they've gone for a plant towards that CT, take up that space where they can, and it forces KC to figure out what they're going to do coming back into this one.
And it's
this round, they have decided to do that on A lobby, which is great to see, but I mean, it's going against a bonus buy of G2.
Yeah, like the retakes from Foot yesterday were crazy, but it doesn't necessarily feel like we've seen KC in a position too often where they can flood a site. This time they've already got numbers in the back door, and Elite is one of those. Standing his ground, saadhak by his side, dropped down to 2 HP, but facilitating further success. jawgemo! A triple means that G2 now, not only do they have the numbers, that tap of the spike is inducing a fight which they are so away from that core after all the time they spent together. That was always a team that were good on Sheriffs. Now what can they do with rifles? Marteen already getting to work. jawgemo's behind you. That's another pickup. G2, oh my lord, jawgemo, they're just running riot right now. On their own home ground in many senses. Berlin, the birthplace. KC coming to town. With a new...
He is quite literally clip farming at the moment.
I know that people joke, like, oh, he's got the dog in him, right? Like, who let the dog out? But genuinely, sometimes it's like in the previous, Cairo joked about water guns. I know that there isn't, like, a roof on the prac rooms, so maybe just 45 degrees over the top. See what you can get done. Something's got to give. G2 are making this look far too easy. Another kill for valyn. Another one bites the dust. KC crumbling here on Haven. From yesterday to today, you can see they're just feeling too comfortable in the LAN environment. Finally, KC stumble back to life. Those positions will be noted. Marteen in through the back line. That's nice. Stun onto the position of jawgemo. He could be caught, but still, you need to lock in that kill. It is not yet confirmed. Marteen, another...
outside garage. If this goes any further, I worry for what this round could turn into for G2.
Yeah, but KC are walking straight into the fight. Leave Jonah, they come right back at it. Just as soon as it looked like the advantage was there was no way to disengage from the situation. saadhak still waiting. Judd is in hand. Leaf loosens his grip to the gun, and with it, the ult doesn't come out. It falls upon deaf ears.
Rotate once Marteen gets the idea that that spike has gone down, but I mean, jawgemo, he's got all this time to set up as well.
It's how much further do you go, right? Both of these players still have their slide, still have their stun. Scary stuff. Marteen just being diligent to clear all of this, drops into the site, and now jawgemo knows, waiting for that relay bolt. Plant is just off to the corner, still being defused up until half. With bated breath, jawgemo continues to hold his nerve across wise, at least in terms of that economy, so every round just as difficult as the last for KC, and not exactly going to get any luck there. SUYGETSU beyond the next smoke. Doesn't go down, but he's all that stands between the C site and G2. Back out into mid, Trent at the double. Marteen and Aves relieved of their duties. And now twice as many players for G2. You don't expect them to make a mistake from this situation, but it has happened before. Doesn't mean it will again. saadhak won
in this best of one, but I mean, he has the reveal in 2 shocks.
That's the Hunter's Fury and 2 shocks for Trent on the other side as well, though this one was rigged from the start. As good as saadhak has been, the Argentinian now arriving on German soil is going to have his work cut out for him here. It is G2 all the way to the bank. In the end, they're going to be picking this one up. The new blue wall falls in Berlin. G2 carry on.